Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to the very last video on the Battle Royale. And it's the final, although the poll has been opened for over a week now. This is the last pitch that we'll do for both albums. Can't believe this started in October and we have now come down to 32 whittled down to the last two. Can I just say thank you for everyone that has taken part in the competition and those that have done the draws, everyone involved. Thank you very much. It's a big project to take on, and we've had a few ups and downs, of course, but on the whole it's been a lot of fun and everyone's got into the spirit of things, and thank you for those that have took their time to vote. Now the vote is open. It is in the bottom, in the description of this video. It's in the description box of what's on next week. It is in the community tab as well. So plenty of places to vote, and up until the Wednesday when the vote closes, it'll appear in every video as from today as well. So plenty of places to vote. Go and support Mick with Who's Next and Simon with Sergeant Pepper's. Now we did a spin the wheel to see which one we'll talk about first, and we're going to talk about Who's Next. We've spoke a lot about it, from how it was created, the cover. So I'm just going to do a quick resume of what we've done. So this came out, of course, in 1971, and it came out of the aborted Lifehouse project, which should have been the follow-up to Tommy, but it was cancelled due to its complexity and conflicts with Kit Lambert, the band's manager. So they salvaged some of the songs, and 8 of those 9 songs became Who's Next. So we know who's on it. We've got Roger, Pete, John and Keith, but we've got the violin bit on Baba O'Reilly is actually played by Dave Arbus. Nicky Hopkins appears on here. He seems to appear on everybody's albums, and he's on The Song Is Over and Getting in Tune. So we'll just go through the things. Leslie West from Mountain did play on it a little bit as well. So this opens up, of course, with Baba O'Reilly. It's probably one of the most iconic starts of any record, isn't it? It's got some lovely violin on it as well. Keith Moon's drumming's pretty good on it. Very, very good track. Bargain, another great track. Keith Moon's drumming is great. He was just like an octopus. Great vocal from Roger, and you got this lovely bass line from Mr. Entwistle, which is a pretty good track. One of the deeper tracks on this album, I feel. Love Ain't for Keeping, bluesy track this is. I've always liked this one as well. Especially that bass one from Mr. Entwistle. It's pretty good. My Wife. Now this is written by John. It's a good little rocker. It's stuck in there and it just gets forgotten about, but I do like that. Then of course we have The Song Is Over. Great vocals here. We've got Pete and Roger, but the thing that makes this is, I think, Nicky Hopkins on the keyboards. Great track. Getting in Tune. Another lovely vocal from Roger. Some lovely piano work again from Mr. Hopkins. Good track. Going Mobile. So one of the gentler tracks on here. It's a nice acoustic guitar with a bit of bass from John and a nice little fill on the drums from Keith. Behind Blue Eyes. Wonderful track. Bit pastiche. One of my favourite tracks on this album. Some brilliant drumming from Keith. Then we get Who Won't Get Fooled Again. I think this is probably some of Keith Moon's best drumming ever. It's absolutely outstanding. Great song. Great riffs and a great track to end the album. I think you all know this is my favourite Who album anyway. Um, it's just a great album, and it's worthy of its place in the final. It's one of the best albums from this country. Very popular. The professional ratings, a lot of 5 stars. All Music gave it a 5. Even Chris Gowell's record gave it an A. When it came out in 1971, #1 here in the UK, #4 in America, #2 in Holland, #3 in Denmark, Canada it was top 5, Germany number 18. Then when it was re-released in 2013, it got to #100 in Italy. 2014 it was redone, #7 in America, and then 2020 156 in Belgium. It's just amazing. Every time it gets a reissue or something, it does well. When it was done in 2023, in the Swedish physical albums, it got to #5. Unbelievable stuff. Discs galore. Gold in Italy, platinum in the UK, and 3 times platinum in America. All good round album. Still gets played a lot today. Still a very, very good album. So good luck, Mick. You've done very well to get this far, and you're representing the United States of America on this. So good luck. So let's move to Simon, representing the United Kingdom, and he went for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, released in 1967. Opens up with, of course, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, classic, stonking. I do like that. Then it goes into With a Little Help from Our Friends. I think this is probably Ringo's best vocally he's ever done. People say Yellow Submarine. Nah, this is far better. It's a little track, and that goes lovely into Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. Psychedelic as you like. Brilliant little track. Getting Better. Love Paul's bass line in this. Some nice guitar work from George. Excellent little track. Then we have a lovely track, and I do like this one. Fixing a Hole. That little bit of harpsichord at the beginning really adds to the track. Nice vocal from Mr. McCartney. She's Leaving Home is a classic. From the Beatles. Just wonderful track. The Bouncy for the Benefit of Mr. Kite. Classic track. Always has been and always will be. Then we get With Him Without You. And I know there's a lot of people out there that like it, but I just don't. Never have, never will. It's too long. No, stop it. It always has been. Then we have the quirky little When I'm 64. I love this, that clarinet. Another wonderful neck track, Lovely Rita, Meter Maid. I know it's just called Lovely Rita. One of my favourite tracks by the Beatles. Good Morning, Good Morning. Always wanted on this on my alarm. Wake me up in the morning. I did once, but yeah. So that's another story. Sgt. Pepper's, the Rocky version, the reprise. And then probably the masterpiece of the album, and probably my favourite Beatles track ever. A Day in the Life. There's just so much going on here. The gentle start, the build-up, the brass. Absolutely boom at the end. Lovely. Love that track. Always will. So once again, this is one of them albums that everybody loved. 5 stars from it, most people. And then the charts. When this came out in 67, #1 in Australia, Canada, Finland, Norway, Sweden, UK, West Germany. Brilliant. When it got reissued in 87, number two in Holland, number 3 in Japan, number 3 here in the UK, and number 1 in on the Billboard compact discs. Another reissue in 2009. Did well. Number 5 in the UK. That's how popular it is. Number 4 in Portugal. We had another reissue in 2017. Got to number 1 in Belgium. Just amazing me. Number 2 in Ireland. Number 1 in the UK. That's unbelievable. Number 1 in the best-selling album of the 60s. And of course, certifications all over the world. 2 times platinum in Argentina, 4 times in Australia, gold in Brazil, 8 times in Canada, 3 times platinum in Denmark, gold in France, platinum in Germany, platinum in Italy, New Zealand 6 times platinum, 18 times platinum in the UK, 11 times platinum, with a worldwide sales of nearly 32 million copies. Absolutely brilliant album, important album as well. So there we go, 2 great albums to go and vote for. And as I said, the voting is already open. Just go to the community tab, the bottom of this in the description box, in the what's on next week video, it's there. And then as from today, in every video that I put out between now and Wednesday, it'll be in the description box. So that's all for this. I've enjoyed doing this, and there will be another competition in October. We'll tell you more about that nearer the time. Next week, Dave and I, and hopefully some guests, will come on and we'll just round it all up, and like we did we've done before, and I'll be telling you what will be replacing it as well. So I've got something lined up for Thursdays already. So looking forward to sharing that with you. So I'll be back later. We've got a pick and mix, and this week it's a wander down the sidewalk, which means it's a US top 10, and we're doing it from the 30th of May 1962. So join me for that later. Bye for now.